So the majority of this chapter focuses on 4 classes of macromolecules. We have carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Over the course of this chapter, we're going to go over each one of these groups individually and in detail. A polymer is a long molecule that consists of many repeating units, and these repeating units are called monomers. So remember that, hopefully maybe you've heard this before, poly means many, and mono means one. So we're building a polymer, many units, by connecting one unit at a time. We're going to talk about polymers here because 3 of the groups of macromolecules, carbohydrates, proteins, and nucleic acids, all can also be classified as polymers. That is, they are built from repeating monomers. So there's a couple of things that polymers have in common, or 2 key reactions rather that they have in common. So when polymers are being made or created, they're going to go through a predictable kind of reaction called a condensation reaction or a dehydration reaction. So this is forming polymers. This happens when we take a single monomer and add it onto a short chain. So I often think of this as beads, like a bead necklace. I'm taking a single bead and adding it onto a short bead necklace, and now I have 4 beads. So 3 beads, this 1 bead is going to give me 4 beads. So each bead is added individually. So if I have 10 beads, that means I carried out the reaction 9 times. So I can't just add multiple beads on at a time. I have to add them on one at a time. This is called a dehydration reaction because these reactions release water. So water is going to be involved in this reaction. When polymers break down or are digested, as it happens in the case of our digestive system, it's called a hydrolysis reaction. So this is taking a 4-bead chain, and I can break off one at a time. So this one's going to come off. There it is. Okay. Now my polymer is shorter. In order to do this, I have to use water. So water is directly involved in breaking down polymers, and this is one of the reasons why water is directly involved in digestion, because when you eat something like a steak, you're going to have to carry out this reaction over and over and over again in order to break the protein in that steak down to the individual monomers called amino acids, which maybe you already know from nutrition. We'll also be talking at great length later.